Hi there. Let's talk about President Trump's recent ban on institutional investors acquiring single-family homes. Institutional investors make up about 2% of the market share for single-family homes. By limiting them from acquiring these properties, does that increase supply? Does that reduce demand? Does that improve affordability? My answer is I think it's a nod in the right direction. I think it's sending the right signals. However, keep in mind that there's so many other factors affecting affordability. I think a balanced approach is really what's needed because yes, we do want to increase the supply and make the American dream of being able to afford a home more obtainable. We need to keep in mind that having a strategic approach is also important. We don't want to drive investors out of the market. We want to also make sure that the housing supply is comfortably positioned to be able to provide quality housing across the board. The housing stock also needs to be improved. If we're talking about institutional investors that may not be maintaining their units correctly and making that housing stock more affordable and obtainable for smaller investors or primary homeowners to acquire it, I think that's also not in the right direction. We want to have rental properties that are well-maintained, livable areas for people to live in. At the same time, driving down prices so that we can get out of the affordability crisis. One of the major things that I think will do a lot of good is continually lowering the mortgage interest rates, and you'll start to see that 150% increase in the cost of housing starts to come down. Talk to you soon.